Well, you may be shocked to learn that in Canada, over 200 pounds of food is thrown away each year for every man, woman, and child. Well, our next guests want that to change. Please welcome Mike Meinhardt, who is with Red Hat Co-Operative. We have Betty Kellisey, who's the Public Affairs Manager at Safeway. Hi, Betty.
Good morning.
And also Keith Viss, who's a grower at Red Hat Co-Operative. So I'm looking at something like this. We have a wonderful display in front of us. And it looks like any other item that we would see in the store. But there's something, Keith, that's a little obscure or misfit about this product. What's wrong with this pepper?
It's a little misshaped, and there's a little bit of scarring on it. So. And
this is reason enough for a store, a grocer in town, to reject this?
Yep. Yeah, it won't pass Canada #1 grade. So stores like Safeway normally only carry Canada #1, and so something like that would go to composting or food banks or wherever. Okay. Wherever we can move it, we try, and then there is a very small percentage, like of my operation, about 0.5% of what I grow goes to a landfill or a compost pile.
Are you serious? So Mike, you're thinking, hey, we've got to do something about this. Let's approach a store like Safeway and say, hey, let's see if we can do something about this. How did this all come about?
Well, there was a program in France ran last year at a grocery store called Intermarché. And they took about 10 commodities from eggplant and oranges, a whole variety of commodities that were misfit like this, and they put them on the shelves. And it was a success story. The media picked it up, the consumers found out about it, they flocked to the stores and were willing to buy misshapen fruit and vegetables at a 30% discount, so cheaper than what your regular price would be. And we looked at that, and we know that we have a percentage of product that's the same. We know in Canada they have a percentage of the product that's the same. We thought, why wouldn't we offer this out and be the first in North America to offer that to customers in Calgary?
And in comes Safeway.
Yeah.
Right.
So you guys were approached on this. You've seen some video of all of the waste of these products, and you said, let's do something, Betty.
Well, we have a long-standing relationship, of course, with the Red Hat Co-op, and it was a natural connection for Safeway to work with Mike and his team and Keith, of course, to bring these products as an alternative option for our customers.
Wow.
But they still taste the same, right?
That's right.
They're just funny looking.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
What's that funny looking thing you have in your hand there? What was that?
This one, a cucumber.
That's a mini cucumber.
A mini cucumber.
Let me see that cucumber for a second, Kate.
Okay.
Sorry.
And mini pepper. I actually like the mini ones because I eat them like an apple.
And they're just, I mean, they're delivered daily to 4 of our Calgary stores as a test. They're as fresh as our regular product offering. They're nutritious. There's really no difference other than the fact that the shape of the product. So and a great option for consumers that want to save a bit of money and perhaps use them for stir fries or juicing or any recipe, of course, that lends itself to fresh produce.
If you look at that cucumber in the basket, there's one that's sort of a twin. It's some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller. That one's got an odd little growth on it. That one looks like it sort of was twins at some point that stayed connected.
Right.
And if you're growing vegetables in your garden, you know this happens, because when I grow tomatoes or cucumbers or peppers in my garden, there's not one that looks like the grade A Canada standard that you see in a Safeway store. They all look misshapen and misfits. So that's what happens in real life. And so if you've got one of those little twin mini cucumbers in your mini cucumber bag, it would catch you off guard because they're all straight, they're uniform shaped.
Exactly.
And we do that on purpose to give you that product. But there is another product, and in Canada they say half your plate should be fruit and vegetables for every meal. Well, that gets expensive for families.
How many kids would love this to see?
I
Hey,
know.
look, I've got a cute, look at this thing. This is awesome.
Who doesn't like mini things? But do you think from a young age we're taught to like fruits that are perfect? Because I mean, you look at kids' toys.
Right.
And they're in a grocery store, any classroom, playroom, they have these perfect apples and they're shiny and they're red all around. So do you think maybe we need to go to a younger age and maybe teach them different?
It's interesting. I have triplet boys that are 12 years old, and they love mini cucumbers. So there's always a bag or two of mini cucumbers in the fridge, and that's what they snack on. They take them to lunch. And so my first test is I went to Keith's greenhouse and I got a bag of Misfits, about 10 pounds, and I put them in our regular bag and I put them in the fridge, and I waited to see if one of my highly observant 12-year-old boys
Yep.
would not one word was they just went and grabbed the cucumbers and they didn't say a word about it, and they were just completely unaware. It was just the same old, same old. And to me, that was the test. I went, okay, they're unobservant, and I'm aware of that. But if they didn't call this out, I think we're going to be okay.
So someone's going to walk into a Safeway store today. There's 4 of them, one in Airdrie. Where are the other 3?
Glenmorgan, South Centre, as well as Saddle Ridge. So this is really a test program for Safeway to see how consumers react to the product, and I think it's going to be very positive. It's also an opportunity for us to really address the issue of food waste. I mean, at Safeway, we've had comprehensive composting programs and programs where we donate imperfect products to the food bank for their clients as well. But I think this is really an option for our customers where they can save a bit of money, and also, you know, if they want to buy the grade A and the traditional world-class produce, that's there still. But this is just really an option that really lends itself to today's needs.
Well, good luck with the program. Fantastic idea, guys. Again, it's called Misfit Products, and the website, if you want more information, redhatcoop.com. Correct, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. It is Mike, it's Betty, it's Keith. Thank you all for coming in here, and feel free to leave some of these.
Sounds good. No
problem. Hey, still to come, it's dogs of another sort. First, here's what's happening in and around our city. This is Trending on Shaw.